Thank you for joining us in this live stream. My name is Younger Longkumer, spokesperson NPCC, and here with us once again. I'm Sujata from AICC Media Coordinator. Today, once again, we will be raising an issue of great importance to the people of Nagaland, and an issue of serious lapse in governance by the Rio government. And
Yes. So a nugget of Rio NDPP BJP government's corruption. And now today we are going to be talking about a huge building, a mall, which is going to be projected, which was supposed to be projected and used as a shopping mall. Now this particular building is in Forest Colony, Dimapur, and according to information that has been available through RTI activists, the State Planning Board, in a meeting held on 9 June 2011 at no less than the Chief Minister's his office, that is Mr. Nipo Rio's office, they decided to construct this massive structure. And it has a shopping complex. We have been on the ground and we have seen it. So what was started in 2011 has been completed, but it is now lying vacant. And let me also tell you that the funds for this building have come from the Urban Ministry and the HUDCO. And this amount which has gone in as far as making this building is concerned is a whopping 43 crore rupees. Yes, my friends, 43 crore rupees has been spent to build this building, which is on forest land, which has been funded by the Urban Ministry and the HUDCO, and it is lying vacant even today. The point is that the State Planning and Coordination Department or the State Planning Board, it has come up with this idea time and again that there should be a shopping complex which should be built on this foreign land, and this has been admitted by the government of today. So if the Nagaland government has constructed this, should this not be made to be utilized by the people? This is a resource which is going to waste. The 43 crore rupees which has been spent to make this massive structure has simply gone to waste. And I say that because if this is on forest department land, obviously nowhere in the world you have a forest department or a government running a mall. They could lease it out. That is the best they could do. You have never heard from anyone anywhere in the world that the government runs a mall, but the Nivo Rio government not only runs resorts, not only there is a CM who is the CM of resorts, he's also the CM of malls. The mall which has been constructed, which has utilized 43 crores of public money and which is still not being used. This proves that the government is only using public money for some corruption that they need to tell the public about. They would have started this massive structure in the form of a mall. They could have leased it out to somebody. But what has stopped the Nipo Rio government? Mr. Rio must answer. Why has this mall not been started till today? Because if money is invested in a building, that building should be used, because this is blatant and brazen corruption indulged in by the Nipo Rio government, and specifically Mr. Rio needs to answer. Why is it that this has not been given out to somebody to run so that the youth could have got employment? We talk about startups. The BJP government keeps talking about startups in the center in various states. But why is it that the NDPP, in coalition with the BJP, having a deputy chief minister from the BJP, Mr. Paton, you need to answer. Why is this building not being utilized? Why is it that there are no SHGs who have been encouraged to use this space? Why is it that there is nobody, none of the youngsters who have been given space to start their startups? Why is it that you are not utilizing it? Why is it that you are not giving it to the common people of Nagaland? That is a question that you need to answer. Both Mr. Nivo Rio and Mr. Paton need to answer this question. Also, the government needs to answer who is it that they were planning to give it to? Obviously, this was going to be given to some private entity, but because there was such a noise made about it by the general public, by the opposition, the government was not able to hand it over to some private entity because Mr. Nugget Rio does not care about the tribals of Nagaland, does not care about the Naga youth, does not care about the people of Nagaland, and wanted to hand it over to somebody who is close to him or somebody who will be a corporate who will eat into the resources of the Naga people. That is the reason why this has not happened. Obviously, the CM has proved that he is corrupt. There are so many allegations of corruption, but he doesn't care. This is a government which does not care. It does not care about Nagaland. It does not care about the youth of Nagaland. It does not care about the old of Nagaland. It does not care about students of Nagaland. It does not care about the young, about the children of Nagaland. And it does not care about the women of Nagaland. Otherwise, what stopped the government from giving it out to women SHG, self-help groups, to run their organizations from there? This could have been a vibrant place. Of course, the first thing is that this should never have been constructed in this manner. But once you've constructed it because you are an opposition-led government, you could have handed it over and empowered women. We talk about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, BJP. We talk about empowering the youth of Nagaland. But Mr. Nugget Rio has failed, but he has to answer which private entity was supposed to get this building and why has this not been started till now? This is a criminal waste of public money amounting to rupees 43 crores. Will you answer, Mr. Nugget Rio? When will you answer? I will now hand over the mic to my colleague, Mr. Temjenyanger Longkumer, and he will take this forward. And after that, we will definitely take your questions. Do send in your questions on our WhatsApp group or even our Facebook Live.
Thank you, ma'am. When so much resources has been put into the development of this project, 43 crores is a big amount of money. And it's not that it's incomplete. It has been completed in 2018-19. And it's 4 years now, it's running, and it's laid to waste. Why is it not being used? We talk about unemployment of our youth, Naga youngsters without jobs, without work. That's hundreds of jobs just lying there, unutilized. Who is answerable to this? The Rio government must come forward with the truth. You are answerable to the people of Nagaland. You are answerable to the youths of Nagaland. Please tell the truth to the people of Nagaland. To Amigan, ite building laga kota kurato, utu forest colony Dimapur de ase. Jaigina sai sabi. Iman puisa khorcha kurigina bonaishe. Central government laga funding digina 43 crores digina bonaishe. 2018-19 di bona kotom wishe itiada khulibo napare. Shopping mall ahe ase, shopping mall bonai ase kuigina uniadam di youth kan iman khushi pai thakise. Youngsters kan kiman tati employed hobo thakise. Iman businesses khulibo paro thakise. Iman khushi pai na bui thaka do itia 3 saal 4 saal hoy ase, building dole puchi jai ase, jungle olai ase, animals kan janwar kan sob berai ase, tate tu ki hoise? Who responsible ase? Hundreds of shops, hundreds of employment paboli thaka, uchibu diye ase, kun laga galti ase, utu Naga manuki sita sidi kubi. Rio government, Naga manuki answerable ase. Abuni sita sidi white paper olagina dikhabi, utu kun laga galti ase. Thank you.
Yes. So you heard, this is the feeling of the Naga people voiced by Mr. Longkumer right now. And you can see how agitated he feels, because when you are addressing issues, there are times when you become emotional about certain things. But this is what we want the government to know, that you are answerable. Like Mr. Longkumer said, You are answerable to the people of Nagaland, Mr. Rio. You will have to answer. The government is answerable to the people. I have one question with me, and the question is, why do you feel the Colony Council is not raising voice on this? Would you like to answer that? Why is the Colony Council not answering this? I will definitely say that the government, when it becomes oppositionless, it wants to scare off people. It wants to do what it wants to do because there is no democracy left in the government. The government does not care, and the government does not care to listen, and therefore people also, the Colony Council also obviously thinks that there's no point in speaking, and that is why I keep saying that people must stand up and speak, and I will repeat it through you, through this virtual live that we are doing today, that people should stand up and speak. You have to stand up and speak. You cannot remain unmoved. You cannot remain quiet. You have to stand up and speak. Awaz uthabi. Awaz uthabi. Hoy nakhabi. Would you like to say something why the Colony Council is not saying anything?
See, of course, this is an important question, why the Colony Council is not raising the voice. But the more important point is, why is it not being utilized? And it's not just the job of the Colony Council, it's the job of all of us, the people of Nagaland, youngsters. We should all raise this voice. We shouldn't leave it to one particular constituency or one particular group. It's all our responsibility. We should raise the issue of accountability here.
Yes.
Strongly.
Certainly. So the issue of accountability and answerability should be there, and people must raise their voice. And today, this was the first time that we had a press briefing through a virtual medium. Next time, we will try to do it in such a manner that more people can join us and ask your questions also. So we will have members of the press also. We will try to find a way where you can join us online and put forward your questions as well. So today we would like to log off, and if there are any other questions, you can get in touch with us, with me, with Mr. Longkumer. Personally, you could get in touch with our media committee. You can get in touch with our leaders. We will be talking about this. We have been on the ground, and we will continue to raise the voice of the Awaz Uthabi, Hoy Nakhabi.